might have just gotten to the bottom of why Mayor Brandon Johnson is so willing to protect and be a co-conspirator in upholding illegal and criminal activities. Could it all be for?
Gucci, Givenchy, and Kate Spade, just a few designer items gifted to Mayor Brandon Johnson. It's okay to accept those items, but a new report by the Office of Inspector General says they weren't logged properly. The OIG says it had to send an official request to see the gift logbook. On that list, Hugo Boss cufflinks, Givenchy, Gucci, and Kate Spade handbags, a personalized Mont Blanc pen, men's shoes, and even whiskey.
I just want to ask a question, Brandon. Are you receiving that much in bribes that you're willing to be put under investigation by the FBI for protecting and defending illegal activities that is going on within a city that you so-called lead? And it seemed like all of this is happening under the guise of you upholding some political duties of a sanctuary city, right? I don't know. I'm not making any allegations, but I am asking for a friend.
Investigation finds Chicago's mayor is not following the rules for gifts he's been given.
Yeah, the Office of the Inspector General tried to get details but was denied.
On the 5th floor of City Hall.
We went to the 5th floor in a covert capacity and we asked to see the logbook. We were told we couldn't see the logbook and that we should submit a FOIA request. We submitted a FOIA request. The mayor's office denied it.
The OIG says it was denied access to the gift room, then sending an official letter requesting a detailed list. It found from February 2022 until the end of her term, former Mayor Lori Lightfoot received 144 gifts, nearly 75% of which had an unknown location. Mayor Johnson has received 236 gifts. Only 12% did not list where they were being kept. The OIG found it was unknown who sent almost 70% of all the gifts.
It's atrocious. Person who gave a gift, and it would also be helpful to have context. Why were they getting a meeting with the mayor? And maybe what were they asking for in that meeting if they were asking for something?
And we'll make sure that our team gives you the access that you need so that you can see the gifts that are given to the city, not to me.
Investigators say they had to go undercover to find out what they were.
Kate Spade bags and nice size 14 shoes.
Now, this is funny. Mayor Brandon, what in the world can the city of Chicago do with a nice size pair of 14 shoes? I'm again asking for a friend.
They say are stored in a City Hall gift room and in the mayor's personal 5th floor office. Now, Inspector General Deborah Witzberg, who led this investigation, say that her investigators subsequently showed up asking to see this gift room, and they were turned away.
The mayor's office response says that they will allow access in what they call a properly scheduled appointment. That is not what the law says, and that is not an effective accountability measure. The city has for decades given people every reason to assume the worst when things happen in the dark.
Now, Witzberg recommends that the mayor's office comply with the city ethics code regarding gifts by keeping a logbook and making it publicly accessible to reporters and everyone else. Now, the mayor's office responded that investigators can see this gift room, but they just have to make an appointment. Johnson responded to questions about the report today, saying that this IG report has mischaracterized the issue.
I have never even seen this room that they're talking about.
The mayor disputes the OIG's report.
Again, it's a mischaracterization. This logbook has been in place for multiple administrations, and those who want to access those logs can access them.
But he says they will have to go through a process, even if they represent the Office of the Inspector General. Now, the mayor's communications department is promising to make a list of what's available in the gift room and make that list available to reporters. It's also promising to open the room up to the OIG when it is practicable. Not necessarily whenever they want, but when it's practicable.
Okay. Thank you, Charlie.
Learned a lot more today. Thank you, Charlie.
We did.
This characterization of what's being reported, these are gifts to the city. They're logged. I'll make sure that our Office of Communications gets back with you so that you can, and anyone else who wants to access, these gifts that are made to the city, some instances, T-shirts and things that...
I'm not sure if any of this is making much sense to me, but I'll tell you what, Brando, I'm a long-time tax-paying resident of Chicago, and I just love me some gifts, okay? For real, I really do. So I just want to ask you, if it's appropriate, what color is that Kate Spade in that Givenchy bag, as that news anchor so eloquently put it, okay? Red would be nice. But I was always taught, you know what I'm saying, to be appreciative when someone is gifting you something, especially as luxurious as items these are, okay? All I need to know from you is, what time can I arrive to collect my gifts, please? And I'm just not really sure what this whole gift room really is. I mean, you're saying we can come and we can make an appointment to look at the items? Like, is this a museum? What's going on? And unless, of course, you have these so-called gifts that belong to the people of Chicago by the truckload, I just really want to ask you, please stop acting as if these personal gifts are community property, right? And if in fact these are gifts that belong to we the people, I vote, or I'd like to suggest that at the end of each year or at the end of each mayor's term, these gifts be auctioned off for some critical services that this city need, right? Such as housing for the homeless veterans, or heck, maybe even just fixing some of these huge ass quaters in the street, right? I just feel like it's only fair that the gifts for the people benefit the people. They be given to the people, because I think we can all pretty much agree with the fact that gifts are meant to be given. I don't know what's going on, you guys, but you guys get in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts about this video is, right? I'd like to ask you to go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Do consider subscribing to the channel if you are not already a subscriber. And I'd like to thank you all for gracing my page with your presence. I'll catch y'all in the next video.